The first epistle to Timothy, commonly known as 1 Timothy, is one of the letters written by the Apostle Paul to his younger co-worker, Timothy. This letter is pastoral in nature and provides guidance and instructions on matters of church leadership, sound doctrine, and practical living for believers. It addresses the challenges faced by the early Christian community in Ephesus, where Timothy was serving as a leader. Summary of 1 Timothy 1. Introduction and greetings. Paul introduces himself as the writer of the letter and addresses Timothy, his beloved co-worker. He greets Timothy with grace, mercy, and peace. 2. Combating false teachings. Paul instructs Timothy to confront and counter false teachings and doctrines that were spreading within the Ephesian church. He emphasizes the importance of teaching sound doctrine and warns against myths and endless genealogies. 3. The role of women in the church. Paul provides instructions on the role of women in the church, encouraging them to learn quietly and not to have authority over men in teaching or leadership roles. 4. Qualifications for church leaders. Paul outlines the qualifications for overseers, elders, and deacons, emphasizing the importance of character and spiritual maturity in those who serve as leaders. 5. Dealing with widows and elders. Paul provides guidelines for how to care for widows in the church and how to handle accusations against elders. 6. Pursuing godliness. Paul encourages Timothy to pursue godliness, to train himself in godly living, and to set an example for the believers in speech, conduct, love, faith, and purity. 7. Warning against false teachings. Paul warns Timothy of the dangers of false teachings and the love of money. He reminds him to focus on godliness and contentment, rather than worldly pursuits. 8. The charge to Timothy. Paul charges Timothy to faithfully fulfill his ministry, to protect and teach the gospel entrusted to him, and to remain steadfast in his calling. 9. Final exhortations and benediction. Paul gives final exhortations to Timothy, encouraging him to keep the faith and to avoid worldly distractions. He concludes the letter with a benediction of grace. Conclusion. The first epistle to Timothy is a letter of pastoral guidance and encouragement, addressing the challenges faced by the early Christian community in Ephesus. It emphasizes the importance of sound doctrine, qualified leadership, and godly living. 1 Timothy encourages church leaders to faithfully teach and protect the gospel, to exhibit Christ-like character, and to shepherd God's people with love and care. The letter also provides practical instructions for the role of women in the church, the care of widows, and the handling of church discipline. Overall, 1 Timothy serves as a valuable resource for the church today, offering timeless principles for effective leadership, doctrinal purity, and living a life that honors God. It continues to inspire and guide Christians in their pursuit of godliness and in their commitment to fulfilling the mission of the gospel.